Hello, hello, pardon me. Hello, and welcome to 26 July 2026. Did I say that right? Yes, I think I did. Alright. July, I see, unfortunately, too many options in the nose for the word people lizard, and up close and front in the front rows for the Circus student play. And chat's on fire. And we also tossed the forum for those who just enjoy food snacking with them. Welcome to the show. I am your most adorable hostess with mostess, and I'm going to make selected because I'm so vain. Keep the phone to my face. Alright, okay. I know, there's a thing that's coming super. There's a piece. There's a thing. I've heard the magic, and just wait, boys and girls. I'm telling you, it's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real good. Oh, where am I? Did I finish introducing myself? Alright, what do we have in front of us at the machine? And hello, Mike. I guess we're gonna be real good friends today. Directly in front of me, I have what I think to be is the home stretches of the plaid project. If I lower my nose gate, there will be some testing and playing of settings in OBS because of things I have to do with the big kid way, and I'm not smart enough, but I don't know what questions to ask to get the results I need, so that makes a little hard. Blue, threaded up, straight lines in two directions, and then this is going to be called a project. To my immediate left-hand side, I have some stuff that I don't need and don't need to. I'm going to right now. I have in my hot little hand the finale of the formerly a whole piece of sheet of however big water soluble stabilizer. I think it was that. I'll look back at the foot. I'll look back at the shows and be like, oh right, it was that one. But there is now orange petals. There are these blue ones. The orange I noticed bled a little bit, so that's good to know. It's just as well. I like that there's some spots that is just a single row of stitching. Even in a stabilizer, it actually holds up, because I was worried about how fine my stitches could be, because as you've seen from the examples in the knitting and tatting book, the fine thread work, but we can do this one. We got this. Nobody else wants to, because why would you want to do this? Nonetheless. Oh, and these goldy ones. We'll separate them and then arrange them. We've come along this far. Let me rearrange for trimming. Stop that! I'm just going to separate because when originally I tried not to cut too many threads. I just carried the threads from one section to the next section rather than having a gajillion not empty, loose threads hanging around to get mucked up in the work. plus I know me and yeah, dude, so it's easier for me to do the construction in this bathroom. I can make all the little pieces all interconnected and separate them as I need them because I have a habit of using them, which is why after this you are we'll stick them into this spectacular cute little container with all of the rest of them until they become their final three-dimensional forms. Hey Mike, we gotta be playing nice. You can't be playing roly-poly like that. I would just really like, where's the twisty knobby? This has been an issue for a long time. Can you just stay erect in the position I want you to, okay? You're talking about how pretty our flowers are. Alright, I have now the number. Let's go with flowers. So those are your lines of demarcation. One more, and then one more, then the next one. I think there is however many there is. All three now. Right there. So I was going to trim these pieces, but I think I'm going to use them as now. Oh, flowers pieces. Leave them on top of each other. These are arrangement. Can you please me? Am I pleased yet? Oh, does this orientation result in my ultimate step? I'm also certain I have a particular flower form in my head, which complicates it. Of course, I have flowers, but I didn't feel like okay, we have a possible flower orientation with two other little flowers. Uh, there was, pardon me, there was muttering in the background. Or, let's see. It was just oh, here again. Result. Oh, just you wait, honey dear. Just you wait. Oh, look at that. And if we use this like on this yeti one, in the sea, my fingers, you can have a long. Man, so late. Sticky outy piece. If we leave peaceful like that, and then stick it like this. Stand up. I need you more erect, please. Oop. Right on that. Startling note. He has to move into the camera. Ooh. Ah. We add a couple of beaded semen and other little attractive doodads. How pretty would that be on a date? Each of the there's just so much to look at because each of the leaves have different stitch speeds. And it's not like any two are ever going to be completely separate. So that's kind of what I'm. This is why we spent all those hours sewing flout leaf and petal forms. So we have gold. We've got orange. There is this kind of blue. There's these couple of peachy ones. Plus, since we're making a mess as in our attempt to put ourselves together, ooh, there's ball pieces. We have more ball pieces. So we just stick all the ball pieces together in here. There's some on net that we stitched however long ago. There's these bigger leaf ones. My brain just loves the glittery ones. My magpie. Oh, actually, and it just matches our costume today because we've got bright and sparkly clothes and oodling, oddling over metallic thread stitched piece. So, to like pick out a leaf for the bottom and then fill our petal pieces to construct a flower. You think it's like this green leaf with the other ones of these purpley blue, or to mix and match. Some flowers have different colored petals, so if you just keep the shape the same, to mix some of these blue toned ones right there. You're looking at me. There's some of the purple ones. Need to see. Oh, thanks for participating while I oogle and ogle over combining the bits and pieces of things that we've done here together. Except for the ones I stitched by myself. Oh, the time we sat soaking in a dish. Oh, and here, which is an attempt at a puff bracelet. I'm not sure what the findings are. I thought to add exposure, finished off, and just wear this one for a while. Just to see how it wears. I feel like I would prefer this. Oh, I usually do more of this. Taking the I do it. Hey, I thought we agreed that you were gonna stop flopping over like that and you were gonna maintain perfect erect positioning for our programming today. Please and thank you for your cooperation. Where was I? Oh, yes, I was here getting ready to fondle a giant spool of metallic filament, which for the application of using the machine to stitch with 0% satisfaction or success. However, we just had it, here it is. Do not worry about the I forgot what I was saying. This just comes off in chunks. You can just take little sketches and purposely lay it down on top. I think this is one. I almost think it's cuter the way it shows up. Or not cuter, no. I find it to be more aesthetically pleasing on what would technically be the wrong side, but that's where the silver filament comes together with the white bobbin thread. And you see little hints of the pink that was the top thread poking through just in this more diffused color wash to the way. I don't know any of these. Right here. No, you're kind of in focus. Sorry, front cam. You get I'll do marking. Alright, hold it. My space. Yeah, but we got a whole bunch of this. I think you could just ditch the outline and then unwind a whole bunch, lay it down, and just like loosely couch it in place. And I think on the water soluble stabilizer, but I just be able to make these three-dimensional colors. I know somebody had a project. I don't think there's yours, so it doesn't matter if I talk about their project that they mentioned here. Oh, that's so. Oh, she's looking at different flower motifs. I'm just my head down the applications of three-dimensional flowers. Here is one of our examples of where that motion brought us, along with I foresee in my mind's eye more with this. Oh, we got it. Oh, potential. What am I looking for? I know this is like super thing. Could you just shut up and start stitching instead of randomly moving pieces around where you can sort of see it? Sort of can't see. We're so good at what we do. Cause you need a trick. How to do it. Oh my god. You can do. Maybe it's not cute. You didn't. You don't. Oh, didn't think about them. No, I didn't. But there's a couple of different flavors. I'm just gonna wear it and test it around. I don't know if I could see more ways to be fancy with it. I can be with it. Alright, well, brain is slowing down too many ideas. I'm going to not set that piece aside. So this is what we are stitching and a little bit of water, a little bit of time. Just resting and drying has brought us here to this from a random heap to a pile of possibilities to a random heap to a new pile of possibilities. One stitch at a time. Can't stitch anymore. But this stitch does not belong there. So let's take a moment to untangle whatever it is that we have control over untangle. I think I'm gonna have accidentally petals in the for the next unless I spot all of them. I get it. Thread on water soluble stabilizer. Magic. Magic. How many possibilities? And I don't even hate on folks who, because lots of folks do different things like this with their machines, modern machines where they just push buttons and are steady. And that's fine. I have one and never use it. I prefer this version. What you cannot be teached in terms of the possibilities, and I probably do have a little bit. But I'm gonna tell myself I don't have any water soluble stabilizer sitting up here. So I cannot get all for the state. We could stitch on top of it with gold thread that I do know plays nicely with the machine to couch that other gold and have silver on silver seam. Okay, close your mouth, Phoenix. We don't. we don't. We're not open to Phoenix. Alright, what is next that I need to do? Get rid of this tool. I need to wind this up because this is the end of the thread. Because I finally last night picked out a flower motif for the centerpiece of the month. Started it. I've got 2.5 more petals. The winner, my winner, is this lovely little buttercup right above my pointer finger. Done. In this world. I did. Okay, alright, don't rip the pieces. You're getting grumpy about other things right now. So classic. Oh, right. And this can be found from the traditional edgings to crochet Daisy Needle series by Rita Weiss. Yeah. Their directions did say to just chain stitch and slip stitch to form a loop, and I said to myself, you've done this a long time. It's long enough. Oh, here's the list. Pause for things. Okay, get back to what you were saying, kid. What I was saying was, I you're gonna create four petals on a leaf, and if you prefer to have a completely solid ring that has no give from the beginning, and you just have to like get these beautiful. But I prefer the magic chain technique, that I did not. I forwent the creation of the 16 stitch string center and the 12, but and just have a magic ring in my hand. I it is what it is. Alright, that's we spit it out. Great work. Yeah, so regardless, I'm going to pack this up gently, stick it back in the pattern book, and because I know my likelihood of success of getting this done. I think you guys want to sit while I count and look at this pattern. Alright, because nobody asked for it, and I really need to get it done. I'm gonna finish up these petals on this metal ring. You magically position. Alright, nice point. This pattern is interesting because you make it's the four petals and then a little doodad in the center. You do each one, break the thread, and then apply the next one to whatever your center ring of choice was. There's a decrease. I don't want to do this part. I just want to start. Hey, Mike, I'm sorry. I did. Was that was nice of you? I know. I wanted to go on the machine and finish the number thing. We're just gonna give everybody a tea. That's all put tucked away for the rest of the next step. So, alright, I'm just gonna give you a rundown. Oh, I got this. I have here. I have this thread because don't remove it. I pulled out the petite. I need to find. This is the trim for the bottom of the memory pencil, which is here. I have pinned a layer of this orange here from where I have begun stitching around the edge. Of, nope, the edge of some of the scallop. Oh, I do have 3 more little beads to stitch on and apply the Circus. It's the same show. Here. Yeah, so I need to just play it until this thing finished. Alright, now, this, yes, the finishing of this today is really good. I'm not feeling really good right now, so I'm just going to set yeah, so I've got the right sides together, wrong sides out, so I can flip it, and then, actually, finish the top detail. Sew the two layers together. I'm stitching really, actually, literally through, no, there's one where you can see, stitching through around this yellow, because then I'm going to go through and cut very closely and not if they're needed. So I can have it like a sandwich, and once that sandwich is flipped, we're just going to hand that to the chain down to the bottom. The center, the closure at the center back and around the neck portion is just going to be plain but I don't want to be itchy on the neck. I think the getting would like it would bug me. So it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure with the little cord I found after night. I don't know if I have enough. I think we're gonna be okay. I'm just going to do this. No, I'm not working on it right now. I just wanted to show off my I just wanted to show off my work because I'm green and I show up 3 times a week to show off what I sew. There's nothing wrong with beginning what we do and why we do it. I'm just doing dropping things all over the place, even though there's how am I still dropping stuff all over the place? And I tied it up, and there's actually less things on here to be mucking around with. I don't know. Here we are. And it'll be a lot. So in front of us currently is a however old spool of blue thread on this cute gold bobbin thingy. Bobbin spool. Wow, we not the best of big words always. We could talk about the use and misuse of language. Let's see. And how seeing things certain ways. Oh, I don't understand the words. Let me just talk about the project. Fabric scraps, iron-on stabilizer, bits and bobs ends of spools of thread that were not enough to really do anything, and sometimes you just have bits and bobs thread that you don't know what to do with. Sometimes I threads for particular type of pattern. We just have our collection. And then I'm just installing straight lines and more straight lines. What's on the hand? Oh, yeah, in this kind of a plaid like print. Oh, did I? Because we've been moving stuff around and collecting. Here's the original sketch that I put together, and then here's how we translated that in real practice. Woo! Oh, we're so it comes out as so chaotic and crazy, but there is a there is a order to the madness. Well, there and here we are. Alright, what do I need to brainstorm? I need to collect all the things that need to get into that package. And I need to figure out what are we gonna do for the package for this necklace. Are we gonna decorate the tin? Are we gonna sew a envelope pouch with some nice something or other from the stash and have it be flat? Because I like the tin idea, but I don't love that needing to get put into a box to get shipped. But like I really need to suss that out, and then once that hey, I thought we were on better terms then. I thought we were on speaking terms. Could you stop rolling around like that? Is somebody touching you inappropriately? Are you not getting the love and attention that you think you deserve? I actually, it's true, you're not, and I'm gonna make it up to you. I am in the process of having made it up to you. You just need to bear with me just a little bit longer. Just a little bit, please. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Oh, which one do I want to do? Because an open up flat thing will be flat, but the tin is gonna have room because if it's flat, the flower center medallion is gonna get crushed. Because you probably don't want to leave it out all the time because it'll get dusty and stuff. Alright, it's gonna. The tin just makes more sense. And that's why I have been leaning back towards that idea. Alright. We're gonna decorate the tin. I need to make a giant mess dumping fabric so I can grab fabric for a couple of different things. Is this gonna be our whole show? I mean, I guess it has been for the past while. I mean, is somebody pulling you in the wrong direction? Are you having? I wish it started with an M. What's it? Because Pironies of the mic just isn't. I'd like the alliteration of something that was like an M, but there is not, and wouldn't cause that. If you contractures the hand, typically, it's Pironies. Yeah, I know, you want to go through the things, and we're going. Alright, let's try that for right now. Alright? Okay. You keep distracting me with your antics. I mean, how dare you, Mike? I'm supposed to make eye contact with a friend. It's not all about you and me. We do have an audience we're trying to talk to. I mean, come on. How dare you distract me like that? Where was I? Alright, we need to dump fabric to figure out what we're going to use to decorate this fruitcake tin with that is going to be converted into an old-fashioned style pretty jewelry box, because some pieces require their own beautiful over-adorned box, and that's what we're gonna give the mummers. Oh, yeah, yeah. But I need to double check to make sure that the button closure in the back. Oh, I guess the big button, however you're gonna close it, can look down and see it. Like, the worst is jewelry where that you like have but don't wear because there's like bottles and glasses. So I'm gonna make sure that the clasp is easy to do. I'm just going through and flattening, just doing a last little bit of massage on the fabrics, stitching them together because it's a little wonky. Oh, hey, we are really just going to do this. Can I? Why? Why, Mike? Why are we gonna play like that? How would you like to sit next to my mouth? Questions we probably shouldn't ask out loud on the internet, but oh, why is my? Do we have a setting turned on? How are? What happened to our show? Why are we imploding? Hey, why is our show imploding? Where's that setting? Did they turn on my desync? And I don't like desync turned on. Why are we sitting the bed? No, we put the bed away. Yeah. You're doing so well. Where is that speaker of intuitive thing? getting pretty easy. Oh, welcome to the show. We don't usually make such terribly bad choices, but I'm trying to remember is forever fluffy face. We're in the video, I have to turn that thing off so that it stops fighting with the thing in OBS. Show up quickly. Thank you, my friend. Somehow with OBS, people always something. There's always something. Why can't we just run an easy show here? Is it just the internet? Is it me? Am I afraid? Why? Why? Oh, why? Alright, let's pretend we can make some order out of this chaos, because I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what's wrong. I went and checked. Now I don't know. Oh, actually, I take back that Phoenix. We always know. Any technical difficulties or shit showery is always brought to you by the 3-Eye Alien Space Cats. Please make sure that you continue to think that we are entertainment and do not eviscerate us as your food. Please and thank you. Alright, now that we've appeased the 3-Eye Alien Space Cats, I'm just going to continue to sew on and pretend that nothing errant happened, and it was all been perfect. I'm just sewing straight lines over this beautiful completion of this masterpiece that is going to become something. Actually, I probably need to make myself hold on. An envelope style case for while we're working on these other projects. Well, I guess I'm gonna need a pretty box too, because these three-dimensional flowers would get squished if I stored them in an envelope case. So it's a good thing I've got a couple of more tins floating around. Oh yeah, fruit cake. The tradition that never stops giving. Hey, you two, do you think we need a? Are we fantastic? Do we need a break? Are you furring good? Am I feeling good? How are you furring? How are you furring? 'Cause I'm furring good. Do 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 do. I'm furring good. Well, you wanna come sing them a song? Sing them a song on the feline man. And I've heard it's so good. I like snacks in my mouth and a bed to sleep on. That's how you know we're purring good. We're purr the feline man. I'm looking for snacks. Just for a little bit longer, honey cakes. just a little bit longer. Oh, do longer. Oh. Loki, I mean seriously, why don't you come up here and sing them a song? Because I'm sure they'd really like me to stop talking for a few minutes. Hey, where are you? Why did I ask that? I know exactly. He's right here. Oh, oh. Stay tuned, boys and girls. You're here just because you're fur and good and you feline like you're having a great time. Let's have some cats. Loki, come on, honey. You're making us look bad. I gave you the most spectacular introduction the cat on the internet could have. Are you gonna let him steal your spotlight? Come on. Welcome to the center ring. He's gonna do it. He's really gonna do. Oh, I'm actually gonna really have to get Smith later. Like, you are a mess. It's a good thing I picked up and our fine words are set aside. All right, we'll do it. Who's ready for us to? Let's go down to the snack shack. Let's all go to the snack shack and have ourselves a snack. Ow! You're. Oh, hurry up real first. Oh, come here. Oh, get over here. Hold on. Come on, Fantastic. Oh, there you go. Over there. You just be nice. Hey, do. Look into their eyes. Oh, good job. What a good hug. Oh, thank you, can't look that. Thank you. So good. Oh, don't hurt me with those paws. Oh, are you gonna love me with those giant masticates? Oh, Loki and his giant masticates. Oh no. Ah! Dishes, I'm sorry. Alright, look, one more. Come here. Alright. Oh, did you just pull my wires and cords out? Don't. You know what? It just came to me. I know what's wrong. We do not have enough 500-mile tape on our setup. There isn't any. Maybe that's what we need. Don't they call it 500-mile tape? 500 click tape? I was like, oh, that's a funny one. I like calling it that. I'm gonna adopt that nomenclature. I know, maybe our setup suffers a significant lack of tape. Maybe that's. Maybe all it just needs is more tape. I mean, I heard it fixes everything. So what? Where could any of that be a possible problem? Oh, yeah. Because in addition to that silver, I might also have red and blue sparkle filament to play with, so we could have leaves and flowers. Oh, 3 different tones with that same couching technique. Sparkly blue flowers. Oh. Yeah, maybe next time we make petals and flowers, we have not and probably need to try stringing some seed beads to apply it in a couched technique onto the petals and leaves before we dissolve them. I don't think I'm going to add beads in that way for this first iteration, but it might be fun. It might be fun, she said. Look, it'll be fine. Why shouldn't you stop rolling around like that? Do we need to just pitch so lower? Are we going? Oh, what? Disengage. Oh, you are really having the company here? I'll give you more slack. Will you like that better? Will you like me better if it's not so taut on you? I got it. Now, where am I? I'm showing off this piece. There's the full view in the front camera. All the impression of the plaid pattern. We're at the very home stretch of the stitching. Really trying to be bunched up in 20. Inch-ish. Yeah, I've taken into the habit on this project to, when I need to get bored or change the spool of thread or that's my. Alright, go to the opposite direction. Alright, you've got 2 of the same color in the motif in each direction. Great. Next! So just on to female function. I don't know if you noted. Said that one. So that's under the hood. It's not a nice sound, nice feeling. Alright. Let's put it on the side. Why not? Because absolutely no lady. Actually, there is a wrong. Not trying. Okay. Talk to all the big projects. Oh, right, because I'm not only. Oh, I'm not looking at my kind of shit. Grab coffee without a lid. The good thing I wasn't so afraid that I dropped a needle and she wouldn't. Shit. So good. swallowed needle. Nobody would have had that on the game. Alright, I give up. I don't know where to put anything. Nothing's safe! I liberated the coffee to way where there was very minimal risk of needles, threads, pins, other oddments falling into the uncovered cup of coffee. I'll keep my beverage that's in my adult sippy cup. Oh, we can't have coffee abuse in here. Oh, no, not gonna happen. Where else was I? No, I'm just like, Pete, we spent all that time in Baba Yaga's northern temple, just being crushed and drowned and drowned and drowned. No, I did not knock over my coffee, but thanks for checking. No, I keep dropping things and there's I keep throwing needles and this and that overboard, and I had my coffee there, and I was afraid that I was gonna drop needles into my coffee. Yeah, I mean, who get what show on the internet offers you such possibilities of is the most amazing ringleader gonna croak because she accidentally swallowed a needle that dropped into her coffee cup live on air? I mean, oh wait, nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for this. Yet here we are. Strap in. Oh my god, actually, what the fluff? Exactly. Just like the day that we hope to also not repeat of when we sewed it through our fingers live on there. So I just want to squint with that. Just gonna give this a good tug here. If you're ever getting really scrunched up a little bit, something's getting stuck. So sometimes you just gotta give it a good tug. I'm just gonna snip the tip here. We didn't really need those stitches. Good. 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 Just let it finish. Alright, what? Well, regardless, with these old-fashioned sewing machines, if you fluff up too many times, there is only one cause 99.9995% of the time, and that is operator error. These machines always are perfect. Always and every time. There's a malfunction, it's you. Can't sugarcoat it. I can't. There's no other way around it. Probably more true with the modern machines, but they're a little bit finicky, which is why we're mostly here. So many of you are here too with me. So much. I hope everybody's working and lurking on amazing projects. have to like. Oh, see, wouldn't if Rumble had a like a community page featured that wasn't behind a paywall like locals after the show, you could drop me pictures of what you were working on during this little trip. That would be super fun. I would like us to have that. Rumble, please do that. Alright, enough. Stop it. Anybody. My brain fell out of word. I am sewing straight lines right now. I'm gonna save the finishing up of the numbers for after the show. But I know I did allude to a promisement that was a completed necklace to show off for today, and in that I did not succeed. However, I'm quite pleased with how significantly much closer I am to that. Yes, yeah, much closer to completed piece, and I'm very excited. I think I don't know. But again, I go back to the lace virus is very insidious, and I very much enjoy the magic that is mixed lace techniques with all of the things. Just throw all of the pretty shiny oh my god bauble at it, and I'm like, yes please. I'd like some more. But I know not everyone is a make your eyes bleed with not knowing where to focus, visually aesthetically pleasing is that for most folks. We have over time and practice understood how to have the consistency. No, to make use of pauses, which is where I think the victory comes. I know, and as I'm working on this piece, I'm like, where's the visual pause? But it is chaos, but yeah, doesn't matter. I'm making it. I'm enjoying myself. That's all that matters. Oh, did I pin my cat? You don't need like my. You should think for a half a second of when I get bored with the blue or whatever happens of just leaving the last panel just unstitched. Because I'm kind of sick of it. I'm bored. And we're so close to the end. And but also just to have that contrast. We've done all of the stitching, but just to have a panel that's really, in essence, going to be just a single square that has absolutely no stitching in it. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and you're gonna like looking at it because you're here. I sure am feeling myself today. I think it's the sparkly schmata. We got this collection. I talked about this. I've been like eyeing them at the thrift store. They were $15 a piece. There's like 6 or 7 of them, and like one day I got one, and then the next week they were all 50% off. So they were less than they had been. And when I'll just pretend I can show it off nicely with a camera. If I get in the sunshine just right, I just like sparkle like a disco ball, especially with the rhinestones at the bottom. Just so sparkly. I just didn't know what to do with myself, so I was like, Phoenix, it's the year of the over the top rhinestone and sparkle. You are going to lean into it, kid. Fuck up and go out and be sparkly and shiny. So here we are. Okay, yeah, I need to pick fabric for the mummer's necklace, please. And I'm grabbing that blue twill. I am not making lace to make this corset. This is likely from what other people who are better informed in the history that I'm going to default to. We're making a riding corset, so it's for athletic and moving, which is more our MO and lifestyle. And lace does not a good structured material for that. Make it lightweight and pretty, and do we have too lace? Do. Which, I mean, it's white, it's gonna show the booming shape, but why not? Why not? Other than it's not gonna be as structured and supportive as the denim is gonna be, and I would like. No, I'm doing the blue denim. You're not. I'm not. No, 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 no. There. Thank you for not making any comments and thoughts about what you thought you think you want to see me make, because I have to wear it. I know what I want it to be out of, and you get to enjoy the process of watching me do that. And on that note, light blue denim it is. I'm going to use the mock-up that I pinned together and showed off yesterday as the lining layer. I am not. It struck me as funny. They show how this garment is constructed, the seams, and they're using the sandwich technique that I'm gonna use, and somebody else just like sewed each of the panels and then did it differently. Like sandbag lined it in essence. But I think you get better. I think you can get to make use of the seams and channel better for the boning channels. Alright, first corset project, where first issue is do we sandpaper off 1/8 of an inch before, one side of 2 different painter sticks before we would glue the 2 pieces together, or afterwards? I know, you're like, Phoenix, this is a sewing show, and here we are. Next topic is 3 Sherwin-Williams painter sticks turned into busts for 1840s corsets. That's what we're gonna do. I think, in my head, I know the only real correct answer probably is sand the busts first, make sure that everything's nice and smooth. Then I can ensure that the bottom edge is rounded out, because I don't want the sharp pokey wood to poke its way through the bottom of the center bust channel, because that would be terrible. It'll probably end up happening at some point because of their input, but maybe get a good long time out of it. Yeah, so I'll sandpaper them, the edges at least. No, I'm gonna sandpaper them all. Are we? Oh, God. Because of reason, I had to tell myself, brain, it is probably likely the answer is yes, but we're gonna put some type of polyurethane or finisher on our stir stick so that our robust is nice and shiny in its tone. Alright. So, 1840s corset. Sand stir sticks. Once sanded. Glue. Side by side, because the original is corded and boned for a center bust that is 1 3/4 inch, and each bust is 1 inch, and each panel is 1 inch long. So if I have two, I need to take off, the math is correct, 1/8 inch on each side, which can accomplish through sanding it and making it nice and smooth. Alright, I do this. What else am I gonna show? Because I didn't. Oh no, I've got another backup project. Don't worry. Are not. You're not done with me yet. I'm not done with you. Not done yet. Got it. Here's another little guy. I think I'm gonna call this good. Here is a little patch right in the very center where there's no stitching. But this was really fun and a really satisfying way to use up random little spools of thread, or those horrible little ones on the black ones. If you get spools and are tempted and are new, unless you're just gonna hand sew, do not put those stupid little black spools on your sewing machine. You will not enjoy the experience. They're too little, they're too pretty. You deserve better. This now, I'm trying to use a really good set. See if I can pull it out a little bit. Speaking of, and on the topic of pressing, I am not going to press anything. I think I'm just going to hand ease around the scallop and maybe, okay, there might be, I don't know. Let's do some more mindless sewing and take a few minutes and put in more rolled pins. It's been a while, and I don't want to work on all the other stuff. No, that's it. I'm not done. Here you are, little mirror, little princess. Look at how cute she is. Such a good old word. She's a good old tale. On the ears to me. I need a sister. I'm just putting on white, nothing exciting. We're gonna do some narrow roll pins. We're just not. Maybe we're close to being satisfied with the stitching on the thread. question is going to be right now, though. That's kind of fun. I'm looking forward to using it more, especially in stabilizer. I realized I got that heavier lately. Ancient war. It's in between it. It's tiny, but it's so good. No one makes itself amenable to passing the cup, the scrappy layer, and if you can the black and white and the glue. It needs 3 layers, so the glue doesn't transfer onto the ending bit. That nails it out. Oh, this is sliding so quickly in there. You really did great work. So next up, I have on this cool strips of whatever this over is, some synthetic stuff. It needs narrow roll time so it can then not be afraid of using it now. Yeah, nice and tidy, like this half already is. And then we are folding and manipulating it, and again, transforming it. Oh, let's do the two-sided tiny since I do the one-side. So just take the steel. If are an ottoman. Yeah, that's like moving on. We're not interested in that. Next. I guess there's just one strip of this, so what the fluffers that? How did oh what? For some reason my eye thought that I could first the meat. What? You know what? Maybe I had too much tension and I just need to be a little bit. Said here, they're temperamental sometimes. Some you need more tension, some you need to really be handled and controlled like that feel of rain. It's like a little condom on. It's really, it's magically not completely high firm knock on itself. It's like, it's this thread is destined to be if not taking this. We're just gonna have white and silver plastic together. And I'm gonna be completely alright. he doesn't need more podcasts. But don't need to be good. So let's just speaking from right, well, we another standby sticking here to Circus because sometimes your brain just needs to do the task in a monotonous fashion, and sometimes we're doing high art is just I'm glad that we didn't switch a copy onto our memorial sampler. Yeah. Alright, I'm down. I don't feel like doing. Look, I do not understand the people who iron narrow roll comes, press it once and then press it twice and then stitch over it. Why would you do that to yourself? I mean, why? Just why? Just make friends with your narrow roll template. I just ask you to consider if if you do narrow roll temps and you press them twice or do some other hand stitch and fold and turn shenanigans. Just consider the narrow roll template. Maybe just borrow one from a friend. Be like, I don't use it. Who needs pamphlet? I don't do those. Ah! Just try it. I don't want any. Just consider trying. But you know, I don't know. Oh, where's my words? I don't know the last time I checked what comes in the standard new presser foot collection for a basic sewing machine. I don't think it's there. So it's not only do people don't know and they don't see people using it enough, I don't think they even know that it's an option that they could consider acquiring, and that's equally unfortunate. But oh well, we'll try to get them to consider. What are you doing over there? Oh, yeah, sleeping kitty. Well, now I'm glad the show's shit in the shed better. So it looks like I'm gonna finish this one, rotate it around, start the other end, and then we'll just finish the other strip of rolled hemming I have to do. Really might be calling it, because if I'm just gonna not want to do my finishing for that project on air, I have to sit and do it today regardless. And maybe we'll you can watch and have the thrilling content that we've done it before. Maybe the excitement that is Ken Phoenix read patterns and count live on air. Oh god, oh man, wouldn't that be funny? We can see if you've got a project where you need counting, we can count together. We'll tell our partners or children or the pets, shut up! Phoenix and I are counting! I'm gonna go out on a limb that if you do projects that require counting, you too may have had an incident. Your partner, your loved one, your pet, your neighbor accidentally got yelled at because you were counting. Oh, let's prevent disputes together. I'll count with you so that you don't yell. Oh, and have you ever had a Bobbin said at like the Alright, on that note, let me get a new Bobbin thread. I'm so gonna be on the lookout for more of this Medulla metallic thread. I was almost tempted to find you, but I don't need. I'm not getting. Happened. Right now. Oh. You've got enough raw material. Or no. Oh, that's good. The stuff does such a good job. This is where the bobbin. I had no bobbin thread, but the way to just put how it rolls the fabric over did a nice job leaving the impression. I'm just gonna try to get to where we started dropping our stitches. I'm just really started. I do wonder also if the modern equivalents, because they're so light in the hand, I wonder if they work as good as the old-fashioned iterations. Because this foot, you hold it and you're like, that's a foot in my hand. Some of these new plasticky ones are like really lightweight, whatever composite metallurgy they pretend is good quality these days. Presser feet, because I think part of the magic is the weight of the foot and how it mechanically acts on the fabric. But I don't know. I think I've got some that I should go. Maybe one of these days we'll take out the newer machines and maybe we'll film some random head-to-heads after everybody gets a good lubrication. But we do have our surgery to play with, and there's all sorts of fun. I get fed on my Instagram folks who use the serger to make flowers for the edges of the hems of garments and such. Like they go and then you pull it and stitch it together. I'm guessing it's with the blade off. If the blade was on, then you just like cut your work. But yeah, I'm just intrigued by many things. But I think it might be funny to whip together, not together, and apply into a hoop that's only got one half, which is fine. Some netting and to print off the first few pages of the instructions from the netting book to send in the packet. here, I sent you some cute stuff, and I sent you this thing for you to do it, for you to try out this thing. And she likes I know folks at the back there who do other stitchery things, so why not see if you can send a little example in it. Oh! Okay, Phoenix. If you're gonna do all these things, you need to make sure that you don't sit on your... There's no idle fanny time. You can get all of this stuff in. You just need to not pretend to hear things. And no idle hands. Idle hands means nothing getting done. Alright. I am at the end of this strip, which means I'm going to disengage, rotate, and begin again. And I'll have both edges and I think we can do a satisfying 50-inch tag here. And we'll do going for this other strip because I've already got some of it done. Then we'll have two strips. Just shut up and sew! We don't need all this dilly-dally dabbling. We've got stitches to do, kid. And questions. Oh, because now I'm curiouser and curiouser. Is it custom in practice for most adjunct professors at University of Indiana to not have a profile picture on their page, on their university bio page? Because in that department, there was no... I didn't see anybody else without a picture, even visiting professors. But an adjunct professor suggests that you're kind of there. Or is that title just the office door that nobody's ever in? And trying to decide because I have no idea, but when my pea brain, from things that we've learned from the past, and knowing that they're still occurring in the present, but under different veneers. Oh, yeah, we should, speaking of veneers, we'll get back there. Circling this other drain. Yeah, I'm just seeing, my spidey senses are just spidey sensing, and I'm just curious a little bit on things, but I'll report back. What else was I thinking? Where else? There's at least 3 good-sized habaneros outside. I'm super excited. They're still green. I wonder how long it takes for them to start to be ripe. I wonder how hot they're gonna be. Oh my god. Did we do something foolish? For clicks and views? Well, sure, why not? Maybe. Should we do something silly, like eat half of the very first habanero? Why? We generally try not to eat on air, but this would just be a sampling from the garden to see how hot did we grow habaneros. That might be fun. That might be fun. What are you doing, Trouble? Do you think we're fun? Are you... Nope. Took too long to come up with a joke. The moment's gone, the joke is gone, it's not coming back no more. I'm not punny, you're not punny, we're not punny, so funny, I say. There's no pun no more, it's not fun no more, if we've got nothing to play. Bring on the clowns. The clowns are running the show. Oh, it is. We just can't let. We need to make the freak show great again, but they also are not going to like it when they're dragged off the main stage because they're just not main stage quality. Just like I know. Well, we're not the pretty girl. We're not the cool kid. We can dream about about being so awesome, but we know we're for a niche, high quality select. High caliber crew. We're not lumpet proletariat ring squad. But where was I going? Oh, you're right, because oh right. Yes. Because you were just randomly casually watching some silliness or whatever, and one of the people who I'm guessing now, if I understand correctly, worked for one of the lawyers or the court, but all tattoos. Was there some on the neck? I can't remember, but full ring, nose, the whole. And I don't know, maybe I'm just old enough that these people did these things in the past. This is not a new thing, but the prevalence of it's just not fun anymore. That do they feel is it the need to pretend to like out startle or like I've been so traumatized that I need to make myself look so horrible that no one will ever talk to me. They'll just look at me and they'll be like, no, I think we're gonna see you and me. But in trouble. Yeah, I know. Also, like, oh, with so many of these people on government benefits. Oh, that's right. It's because we probably make some amount of money as an influencer and forget that. Oh, Lord, who even cares when it all just goes to the robbing blind? Oh, whatever. Fuck it. Just fluff it. I'll save that. I don't feel like being that angry, but I don't feel like I've got the right. I've got all the words. I'm just bored with that. So I'm just gonna sew straight hems because that's not boring at all. It's rhythmic and monotonous and soothing to the soul. Or maybe that's just the sewing machine. Yes. Oh, that's not too bad. We've been almost 2 hours. And then the next portion of my day is making a giant mess, finishing up the mummers. And collecting all of the other pieces. Yeah, I've already cut the foam to make her the bug, so it's fine. It's already started. Yeah, I don't know. I do have more tins, but I couldn't make myself one for one. Actually, though, I don't want that for me. I need something bigger and flat because if we're doing those collars, I'd like a box big enough for us to either get flat or to have 2 and something for the farther down the line. Where I don't want it fat, and then maybe make the sport conservative and pretty as it can. As a really silly piece, because I did enjoy when we were starting like switching like a really Alright, let's get this roll time done. But I need to make a giant mess and then make sure I get it all tidied and reorganized to the best of my ability before I go to bed, because I can't leave it in the disaster that all the space is going to be for a little while. And Dub was so funny. I was trying to like spit out the words because I was having brain farts. And so it's not doing this one either. So I was like standing there with my eyes looking off and my fingers twitching of like, and then he's like, "Oh, this you've got stuff in a couple of different places that you need to make a mess of," and I was like, "Yeah, thanks for reading my thanks for." Oh, 25 years of practice. I need to read the subtle signs of, oh, your brain has disasters that your words are not spitting out, but unfortunately my trail of clues, I guess, could have found a blind hand could have followed. They're not very subtle, but oh well. It happens sometimes. You could just need to like draw the thoughts out sometimes. I just get on my thumbs and grab my nose, and all the way I just like vomit out of my mouth. I just touch them on little fish hooks. Oh, we keep joking. I need to go back and look again how far the drive is and what you need. What do you make sure? Because you need, oh, if anything, that requires making sure your vehicle is safe to go down to the obsidian mines. I want to go so bad. Actually, I mean, we pulled up some of the pictures of the Modoc, some of the different obsidian colors from the mines. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, please. I say that would be a fun thing for a meetup, but I'm not meeting any weirdo strangers in the middle of the woods where there's like literally nothing and mines right now. I don't trust you guys that much right now. No random meetups on mountains. God. Also, oh god, that poor, I don't, what, I've heard different things from the story. Did that chick who decided she needed to be airlift out she'd only hiked 2 miles in on the whole round trip trail, or she made it and only had 2 miles left to get out? Because if she only made it 2 miles in, that bitch really should have been honest with herself of, guys, can we pick a different trail that's a little bit more accessible? Can we pick the more accessible trail? I'm not sure that I understand what I'm getting myself into. If she made it the whole way and only had a little bit left, that I feel different about that. I'm like, good job, you made it all that way. Probably, maybe you should have planned a little bit better, but whatever. Like, if you're not capable and not safe to be accessible, then you shouldn't access it. Mitch McConnell shouldn't try to access a phone right now because can't. Alright, Phoenix, don't get mad. We already said earlier. So long, so long, so long. All the stitches that we need. So long, so long, so long. Oh, right, and on other things that I need to just, like, talk out of my head, because I'm gonna do them anyway, so I'm just talking about how I'm gonna make them. I want another poof because I've got scrappy things that I see other projects in, but it's not happening fast enough. And I want a gold and purple stripe poofy with the stripes going every other stripe, one horizontal and the other one parallel, perpendicular to that, because it's going to be cute, and then just going to go through the ribbon tub and see what little scraps and bits and bobs of things we can use up from there, so we can have justification for making a whole bunch of new trim. I'm sick of looking at that plastic container, but you know what would be super fun? A beautiful poof. I feel more satisfied, and because we're going to be moving it and mathemating on all sorts of things. One of these things is going through the patterns again, seeing is there a better place? What am I really going to use? Which we've really through it a goodly number of times. We're not getting rid of any of our corset patterns, which is most of it. We have to see. I keep hemming and hawing over the handful of what's the one that's having the giant birthday folkwear patterns. So I've got a couple. Just hate patterns. Only because I have so many Hi, welcome to the circus. I make all sorts of shit, and then I make clothes for myself, because that's typically the only person I make clothes for. I'm the only one who I know how to fit me, and I'm not very good at it all the time. I know my proportions and measurements enough to know that most patterns, it's easier for me to just start from scratch. I've made it a personal. If I have to do more than 2 significant adjustments to a pattern, I've wasted my time and I should have just used my block or my favorite method, measuring tape, marking pen right on the fabric, because I hate managing all the paper patterns like an Albert. So that's that. But I do have a couple, like these folklore patterns, that I like them, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use them, in which case, why do I hang on to them? I guess I don't, if I'm really just not gonna use it. I don't know. I don't have to right now. I'm slowing this. I'm probably gonna call it a show in a couple minutes when we get to the end, because now I'm just like literally blabbering, and I've blabbered for 2 hours, so. Oh, and we're like literally at the end. All right, perfect timing. What are you doing, Trouble? Again? Are you gonna come be? Will you be my food friend? Or you are only my food weather friend? Come on, Fluffer. Let's call for feeling it. And we are burning away. And now, no, not cooperating. Alright. We got 2 links. Actually, you know what? Maybe it would be super good. And now that I've got this empty spool, I'm going to wind this in my hand. It does make me things and findings, but we found that we need bobbins and lily things, because random strips to get tangled on themselves of beautiful things does not spoil good things. But repurposing spools and spindles and things helped. Stick them in containers so that cats don't get it. We can't have our stuff smelling like cat if it's gonna be leaky. I don't mind throwing cat fur, but are gonna try to be a little bit better for others. We almost at the end. No, because one down, one roll to go. So satisfying. Look at how beautiful. Oh, what a spool. What a gal. I don't want tomorrow to be Monday. I want every day to be a day where I get to sit at the machine, press the go live button, and hang up with you all. That's what I want. That's it. No. I'll be back on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then again next weekend. Fingers crossed. If everything goes the way my mind thinks and the way the shipping promises. One more episode, and then I'll press this button, and I think that's it. Alright, you guys be awesome. Thanks everybody who's popped in and out and hung out with me this afternoon. I hope your projects have been great. I just continue to be merry. Alright, I am going to say TTFN. I'll be back on Wednesday. I might or may not be around the internet. I don't know. I like to just... Alright, enough of that.